If you're watching this video right now, take a breath with me. Just one. In and out. You don't have to do anything else yet. You don't have to be calm. You don't have to be peaceful. You don't have to be centered. Honestly, if your mind is all over the place, you're in the perfect spot for this video. Because today, we're talking about something that has saved me, saved my clients, and might honestly save you too. Mindfulness and meditation for emotional healing. And I promise, I'm not going to talk about it in the usual sit on a mountain and empty your mind kind of way. I don't live on a mountain, and my mind never empties, so we're good. Let's start with something real. Most people think mindfulness is about becoming calm. It's not. Mindfulness is about becoming honest. Honest with your feelings. Honest with your body. Honest with what's going on inside you, even when it's messy, loud, uncomfortable, or downright painful. Because healing doesn't start with calm. Healing starts with awareness. And awareness is something you can build gently, slowly, and without pressure. Let me say something you may need to hear. If your mind feels like it's constantly racing, if your heart feels heavy, if your emotions feel unpredictable, mindfulness isn't here to fix you. It's here to hold you. That's the magic. Mindfulness is learning how to sit with yourself the way you sit with someone you love, with patience, kindness, and absolutely no judgment. Let's talk about why mindfulness actually works. When you're anxious, triggered, overwhelmed, or carrying emotional pain, your mind does something predictable. It jumps into the future or it jumps into the past. The what-ifs, the regrets, the fears, the memories, the imaginary disasters, the conversations you never had, or the conversations you wish you didn't have. Sound familiar? Mindfulness brings you back home, back into your body, back into this moment, back into the only place where healing can actually happen, right here, right now. You don't heal in the past, you don't heal in the future, you heal in the present. So let's break this down in a real simple Daniel kind of way. There are 3 parts to mindfulness. Awareness of your thoughts, awareness of your body, awareness of your breath. That's it. You don't need to be spiritual. You don't need to be calm. You don't need to be good at it. Mindfulness is one of the only things in life you can't fail at, because the whole point is simply noticing whatever is happening. Think of your mind like a loud, dramatic friend who tells stories nonstop. Mindfulness is when you listen without getting dragged into the drama. You're not trying to silence the thoughts. You're watching them, like clouds passing across the sky. Some clouds are small and cute. Some are big and scary. Some look like they're about to start a thunderstorm. But you're not the cloud, you're the sky. Mindfulness helps you become the sky again. Let me walk you through something simple right now. You can do it while sitting, lying down, standing. I don't care if you're in the kitchen with a spoon in your hand. Ready? Close your eyes if you want, or don't. No pressure. Take a slow breath. Notice your chest rising. Notice your shoulders softening. Notice your stomach relaxing, just a little. Now notice the feeling of your body being supported by your chair, by the floor, by whatever is beneath you. And now notice one thing in your environment, a sound, a sensation, a smell, a color. That's mindfulness, right there. You didn't transform into a monk. You didn't suddenly solve your emotional pain, but you came home to yourself. And that's the first step toward healing. Let's talk about meditation for a moment, because people get intimidated by the word. They think meditation means sitting perfectly still for 20 minutes. No. Meditation can be 30 seconds. It can be one breath. It can be washing dishes with attention instead of rushing. It can be standing in the shower and actually noticing the warm water instead of thinking about 47 problems. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. It's about not letting your thoughts push you around. And here's the beautiful part. Meditation doesn't change your life overnight. It changes who you are inside your life. It makes you more grounded, more aware, more emotionally steady, more gentle with yourself, and more connected to the present moment where peace actually lives. People ask me all the time, Daniel, does mindfulness actually help with emotional pain? Yes. Because emotional pain becomes unbearable when the mind amplifies it with stories. This will never get better. I can't handle this. No one understands me. I'm broken. I'm alone. There's something wrong with me. Mindfulness interrupts those stories. Not by arguing with them, not by replacing them with positive thinking, but by showing you that thoughts are just thoughts, not facts, not destiny, not prophecy, just mental noise. And when you see that clearly, you suffer less, not because the pain disappears, but because the story around the pain loosens its grip. Mindfulness creates emotional space, and emotional space is where healing grows. Let's make this practical. Here are a few mindfulness tools you can start using today, and they're simple enough that even on a terrible day, you can still do them. First one, name 3 things you can see, 2 things you can hear, 1 thing you can feel. This grounds your nervous system fast. Second, put 1 hand on your chest and 1 on your stomach. Breathe gently. Feel the warmth of your hands. Feel your body settle. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your natural calm switch. Third, say this sentence quietly. I am here in this moment. This reconnects your mind and body instantly. Fourth, when a painful thought shows up, instead of wrestling it, say, thank you, mind. It sounds silly, but it works. It disarms the thought. It takes away its power. It reminds you that your mind is trying to protect you, just not always in helpful ways. Fifth, practice noticing without judging. Notice the tightness in your chest. Notice the heaviness in your heart. Notice the anxiety in your stomach. But don't add meaning. Don't add guilt. Don't add shame. Don't add, I shouldn't feel this way. Just notice. When you stop fighting your emotions, they soften. Here's something no one tells you. Mindfulness doesn't calm your emotions by force. It calms them by permission. When your feelings don't have to prove themselves, scream, or fight to be heard, they actually relax. Now, I want to say something a little personal, something I tell my clients all the time. You don't have to heal all at once. You don't have to meditate perfectly. You don't have to be mindful every moment. You don't have to turn your life around in 1 week. Healing happens in tiny moments. Small breaths, small choices, small pauses, small acts of awareness. The world is loud. Your mind is loud. Your emotions are loud. But mindfulness gives you pockets of quiet so your heart can finally breathe. Before I continue, if you're finding this helpful, take a moment to like and follow. It helps the video reach more people who are overwhelmed, stressed, or carrying pain that no one else sees. And trust me, there are so many people just like that right now who need exactly this. Let's go deeper. Mindfulness is not about escaping life. It's about actually living it. Most people go through life stuck in autopilot. Wake up, rush, worry, work, stress, scroll, repeat. Mindfulness wakes you up from that trance. It lets you experience your own life again, instead of sleepwalking through it. You start tasting your food. You start feeling your breath. You start noticing the sky. You start hearing your own thoughts with clarity instead of panic. And something beautiful happens. You become gentle with yourself. You begin to understand your emotions instead of fearing them. You begin to understand your triggers instead of being controlled by them. You begin to understand your patterns instead of repeating them blindly. Mindfulness makes you emotionally intelligent, not by thinking more, but by noticing more. And when you notice more, you suffer less. Here's something powerful. Your mind spends most of its time predicting danger, even when you're safe. Mindfulness tells your brain, we're safe now. And your brain listens. Your breath slows. Your muscles relax. Your chest loosens. Your thoughts soften. The healing begins. I want to give you a simple meditation you can use anytime. Ready? Close your eyes if you want. Breathe in gently. And as you breathe in, silently say, I am here. Breathe out slowly. And as you breathe out, silently say, I am safe. Repeat it a few times. That's it. It's simple, it's grounding, it's powerful, and you can do it anywhere. Mindfulness gives you something that emotional pain steals from you. Control. Not control over the world, not control over other people, not control over your past. Control over your inner state. And that changes everything. Now I want to say one more thing. If you've been suffering deeply, anxiety, heartbreak, grief, trauma, emotional overload, you don't have to do this alone. If you want to work with me or just talk for a few minutes to see if I can help you, you can book a free 15-minute consultation call. The link is below. I'd be honored to help you feel lighter, calmer, and more connected to yourself again. If this helped you, please gently like and follow. It helps this message reach someone who's struggling quietly, someone who needs comfort, someone who needs a breath. You deserve peace. You deserve healing. You deserve calm. You deserve to feel safe inside your own body. And you're not alone. I'm right beside you.